Hello, hello, and welcome to the 3 at Moon live stream, everybody. Happy Saturday. It is Saturday, February 12th, 2022, and today we're trying something completely new for the channel. I've got all the setup now that I need for Nintendo Switch streaming, and I've actually got a bunch of games that I'd love to play on the Switch on the channel. And I also picked up my first new game on the Switch in a very long time, which came out last week, and it's the brand new Pokemon game. It is Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, if you follow the channel, you'll know that I regularly stream every day from 6:30 p.m. Pacific, Wednesdays and Thursdays during the day. And you'll know that we also are very close to beating Paper Mario, and we don't really have too many ongoing RPGs going on on the channel. So this will be our brand new playthrough of it. I did a bunch of testing earlier, and hopefully the audio, it will be in sync and everything will run smoothly. I did start the game a little bit, but I am going to start over because I'm not super far in it, and we're going to start over on stream. So yeah, this is, for context, I grew up like the perfect age to be marketed to by Nintendo with the original Game Boy, and I borrowed Pokemon Blue from a friend, like a schoolmate who just bought it and didn't even get a chance to start their game yet, and he was so kind enough to lend me Pokemon Blue. Like, he just got it and didn't even play it yet, so I got to be the first person to play his copy, which is pretty wild. But I was hooked on the game right away. I knew I needed to go get it, and I went and got myself Pokemon Red. And my cousins had copies growing up, and I pretty much played every single Pokemon game up until Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Then I didn't play Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I've never played Pokemon Sword and Shield, so this is my first time diving in. I'm really excited about it. You should be able to hear the clicking of my Switch. And I'm just hoping that everything works, so we'll see how this goes. Stick around, we will have the game up in just a second here. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. I'm excited about how different this game is. I'm excited about how they pretty much took a lot of the innovation that's happened over the years of every Pokemon game and really just kind of flattened it in a way, not in a bad way. I guess they sort of took every item, every mechanic, a lot of the mechanics that were built into Pokemon and refined upon throughout just gameplay mechanics throughout the years. They kind of took all those as their base starting level, if that makes sense. Like, they, instead of calling them like new mechanics and having you unlock things over time, like certain HMs and all sorts of different things like that, it feels more like they really had a solid foundation of what they were trying to make at the beginning of this game. They really did create something new that feels like it's built upon the innovations of the previous games. I guess that's the best way to put it, in my opinion. But yeah, happy Saturday. It is not Saturday for me. Wednesday and Thursday are my Saturday, Sunday. So I usually, like I said, I usually do the evening streams here. In just 1 second, you'll be able to see my menu. And in just 1 second, you'll be able to see me. Perfect. Okay, everyone, welcome to the stream. I want to say thanks to the most recent followers of the channel, and I'm just going to leave it at that because we don't want to mess with that. Okay, perfect. Thanks to the recent followers of the channel. Thank you to the recent Twitter followers and YouTube subscribers. We've had a lot of new people following the channel recently, so it just means a lot. Excuse me. I actually don't have a way to quickly mute when we're doing this, so hopefully everything will work okay. In fact, I will just do this. Perfect. All right. Let's go. You let me know if anything lags at all, or if we need to adjust any audio, because I don't have a way of really seeing what's going on. Or hearing what's going on the stream. This is a really interesting setup. We've got a new monitor. I want to specifically thank Michelle Butterfield for helping me, supporting me from the very beginning of the channel. I really love you. And to just for helping me get this going today. Thank you to Cyphers as well for letting me know which, like how they set up their Switch streaming and letting me know which stuff I needed to get. And actually, to the point of even sending me some of the links, which is awesome. I'm going to do a shout out to Cyphers. If you're not following them, they do a ton of really cool retro stuff, Legend of Zelda, all that stuff. All right, here we go. So yeah, I did, like I said, I did start this earlier when I got it, which was yesterday. But we're going to be starting from scratch. Unfortunately, still not a lot of character creation options, which I think is a little bit of a miss in terms of Pokemon games just in general. Please, yeah, like let me know if you need more audio. Just trying to clean the old spectacles before we dive in here. Yeah, it sort of has a little bit of a interesting look. It looks like the colors are a little bit dark, so I'm gonna just fix something here. Looks great for me, but I want to make sure. Does that look a little bit better? Let's see. Right, like I can't tell what kind of colors you're getting. It looks a little bit dark, which is unfortunate. I just want to make sure that it looks good. This would be a funny stream. Somebody going through somebody just going through menus on like a DVD players and stuff. That was like your whole thing, was just menus on DVD players. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. I think that's how you say it. Now I wish to know thine appearance. So again, not a lot of options here, unfortunately. I feel like there was much more diversity in character design before they gave you the option to choose your character. When it was just between two characters in the classic games. That's a totally different thing. I want to make sure also that's the right angle. There we go. What is thy name? Well, of course. One thing, which they actually introduced this in the 3DS era, but one thing that I'm not a huge fan of is that the Switch sort of has its sort of like PlayStation 5 looking, Xbox looking built-in keyboard. But then when you play a game like Pokemon Fire Red on the Game Boy Advance or Pokemon Heart Gold on the DS, the menus have, like the fonts in those games have a charm in and of themselves. So it's just kind of a little bit of a shame when I guess all games on the Switch, when you're entering your name or entering anything in, the GUI for the keyboard is pretty much the same. I understand it from like a streamline sense, just to streamline everything. But soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. Like, I'd love to give our character a beard. We can do that. They don't have facial hair. It's not like N64 wrestling games, WrestleMania, WCW. Those games on N64 really opened up character creation, and I think they're hilarious. There's something really nostalgic about the character creation in those games. Like, imagine you can create a walk cycle. Imagine you could like change how your character animates when they walk. That would add so much character over time. That's cool. Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. I'm very stoked that this is working. Insert simple and clean from Kingdom Hearts. Oh no, my iPhone. That's not going to take this game at all. Nice. I'm flipping like it's working. Is it looking okay? Nice. Nice. Very cool. I'm really digging a lot of the minimal sound design in this. Because like I said, I told you I did start a little bit, but I'm just starting over now for the stream. But there's a lot of minimal sound design that's done quite well. A lot of atmosphere and a lot of really like laid back pieces that kind of remind me of Donkey Kong Country, like the first Donkey Kong Country. Very melodic but very spacious, and all the melodies are referencing like previous games. Which starter am I going to take? I think the starters are Oshawott for the water starter, which originally is from Pokemon Black and White. Then you've got Cyndaquil for your fire starter, from, of course, Gold and Silver. And then you've got Rowlet, the grass-flying owl, from Sun and Moon. And because I've never played Sun and Moon, and I've never played Sword and Shield, I've had so many opportunities and so many runs where I've used Cyndaquil. I've also used Oshawott many times, eventually having Samurott on the team. I've never once had a Rowlet on my party, so I think we're going to go with Rowlet, just based on that. This will be my first time, kind of like my first introduction to the Pokemon. You know, I know what the evolutions are, but it'll be good. I think that's what we'll go with today for the first playthrough. There they are. Are you alive, my boy? That's Rowlet's voice. Sounds like an old butler. Feel free to also name the characters, because we do have that name redeem, and for 420 Moonstones, you can decide what our Pokemon's names are. You watched a playthrough of this and it was pretty awesome. Yeah, I've been really digging like my first experience with it. Really digging it. I'm just wondering if that'll change. One sec. Very cool. Okay. Good. My TV actually has like a game mode that's pretty rad. In fact, what does that look like in the camera? Let's see. That looks perfect. Okay, cool. So the lighting there is nicer. I can turn that light off. Alright, let's go. You gave me quite the shock, falling from the sky like that, but thank goodness you seem unharmed. Wonderful. Where am I? Why, this is Prelude Beach, of course. Dear me, did the shock of your fall somehow addle your memory? It's a giant record spinning in the sky. We fell out of it apparently. Daryl, is the audio sounding okay? Like, do you need more game audio? Or am I too loud? I must say, the clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I doubt it. I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer you some directions? Or do you have somewhere around here you can stay? I don't know. Okay. Audio is loud, voice is too quiet. Got it. How about that? How about this? That's probably better. And it looks like, yeah, we have a name a character redeemed from Stegosaurus McCartney. We've got Archimedes. So that is going to be the name of our Rowlet. Awesome. Cool. And that's much better. Awesome. I'm trying to find the balance. I don't want to be too loud. I know it's not super late, but I don't want to be too loud for roommates and stuff at the same time. Here we go. So you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night? Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? Well, somehow, I guess. I love his little froofy, his hat, his wintry hat, even though it's not winter at all. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in need. Wonderful. I think it's really cool that they offer you 3 completely different... Like, they didn't create new starters, but they just offer you starters from different games. It's a really cool idea. Just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. Ah, but do you know what a Pokemon is? Of course it. Why, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems we have some common ground, eh? Yes, well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me, mysterious creatures that they are. Oh yes, and what might your name be? Oh, so you're called 3-Up Moon. That name has quite the ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. Oh, but I do apologize, I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Levente. I'm something of a Pokemon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as these 3 here. Oh, oh blast and bother. My darling Pokemon, why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. 1, 2, 3, wait. It's interesting to hear the music played at normal speed. The walkthrough you watched, you sped it up to 1.5. I actually really like the music so far. It's quite good. It's got its own unique feel, but the melody that you're used to hearing in Pokemon, even like the original Pokemon, there's vibes of like Pokemon Red and Blue compositions in this. Welcome to the stream. This game is like a communist indoctrination simulation. Eternal Symmetry, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Can we get a shout out for Eternal Symmetry? This is my first time playing it. This is also my first Switch stream, so thanks for joining. It does have a little bit of an SNES vibe, totally. It's the instrumentation, right? So I have actually played up to the point where I've gotten my first star ranking, because I didn't think I was going to be able to get this stream going. To be perfectly honest, I didn't think I was going to not run into technical difficulties, but yeah, it looks great. It's running smooth. Oh, nice! You're streaming some Animal Crossing. So, see, now there's a reason to get Animal Crossing. I can stream it. That'd be nice. Yeah, it's a pretty cool. Oh, did I change my camera sensitivity? I did in the last, like when I first started playing. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we're gonna save over. Yeah, I think we bumped it up to this. Yeah. I wanted camera sensitivity 4. I feel like it's just nicer to have this sort of rotation thing. You know, everyone does, of course, quote Breath of the Wild. I've never played Breath of the Wild, but I mean, in some of the way that the characters even look, the way that they're colored, yes, I can see the similarities with Breath of the Wild. This game isn't really an open world game per se, because it's still broken into chunks, but I do really like the way they approached it, and also I actually get a lot of vibes of Dragon Quest 8, 9, 10, 11, all the new Dragon Quest games. That was a huge innovator. Pre-Breath of the Wild, we can never forget Dragon Quest 8's, like on PS2, it has a fantastic symphonic soundtrack. In 2021, we did lose the composer. He did pass away. The composer of the Dragon Quest series, all the way up to Dragon Quest 11. That's what they worked on. But the music and the overworld exploration feels very similar, and it's just that Dragon Quest 8's overworld is a little more empty. You're definitely getting an Earthbound vibe. Well, hopefully you don't run into any iron pencil statues. You won't spoil anything, you're just happy you caught my first Switch stream? Nice. Yeah, we're just playing a casual playthrough. Like, I don't think you could possibly Nuzlocke this game, to be honest. I would love to try it. One thing I do miss, which so far I don't know for sure if it's in the game, is Wonder Trading. One of my favorite things to do on the 3DS, on Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and Pokemon X and Y, was to do a Wonder Lock, which is the same as a Nuzlocke, but I could only catch the first Pokemon I encounter in each new area, but then I have to immediately trade it away at random to somebody on the internet. And I don't think you can do that in this, but I just didn't get that far. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. It's like, dude, that's my car. It's like, nah, dude, it's probably my motorcycle, but it just changed shape. Bye-bye. It's like, how can you be sure? You feel a strange power emanating from it. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc Phone and thy mission. Seek out all Pokemon. Cool. God just tweeted us. What if God just tweeted us? There we go. I like the design of this professor, even though every bit of clothing he's wearing is clashing. It's an interesting outfit. Ah, alas. Yet another miss. Aha! I'm glad you've come to the rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. You're waiting for the pizza joint. Yeah, hell yeah. Now that one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. I do really appreciate the way that they just give you a quick little description about each Pokemon, as opposed to like, Bulbasaur, the grass Pokemon. That one over there is Cyndaquil. Fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it's surprised arriving. Oh, so cute. Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. Dogai, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Just got my Switch streaming working, and just got Pokemon Legend Arceus, so perfect timing. This isn't retro, I'm calling the police. This is retro. It came out last week. Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing. How about catching Pokemon? I hope you're doing well, by the way, Dogai. Here you are, my boy, Pokeballs. I like the old school design of these. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. A mysterious ball that can be thrown at wild Pokemon in order to catch them. These balls can be crafted by hand if you gather the necessary materials. Hell yeah. You're just chilling after work? Nice. Ah, but that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. I've mentioned already Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. That's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one of them at a Pokemon, and why, the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball, comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I think it's really interesting that they touch upon that. Like, they take you back in time to tell you a story of where this all started. What I think is really interesting too is Pokemon Conquest. It's like Pokemon Tactics, basically. It's the game Nobunaga's Ambition, which is a classic tactical strategy game blended with Pokemon. And it came out on the DS. There's only one of them. I'd love to see a sequel on the Switch. That'd be really cool. But Pokemon Conquest is great, and it also tells you the story of what happens even previous to this. You know, we're learning about what's happening in the Sinnoh region, but years ago. And then in Pokemon Conquest, they don't actually have Pokeballs, but they've got a society where they learn to work alongside Pokemon. And it seems like that knowledge, if you want to canonically put them together, it seems like that knowledge here in this universe has been lost ever since. But really interesting. They're comfortable in there, I swear, but how do you really know? Exactly. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I've no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Now, the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon, let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. Pokemon can be caught by throwing Pokeballs at them. Hold down the ZR button to ready a Pokeball and take it. Release to throw Pokeball. So what's really cool about this game is there's elements of Pokemon Snap. There's like zoological elements where you kind of have to progress, like catch a bunch of Bidoofs, evolve some Bidoofs. You have to encounter Pokemon using specific moves, or you have to try and catch Pokemon without them seeing you. There's all sorts of quests, essentially. Hello there, my boy. Hello. I love that. We're just like... I also like the little firecracker effect that they added. It seems you've quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business, 3 Moon. Jolly useful skill to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. Why are the Pokemon professors the worst at Pokemon? Not all of them are. Not all of them are. I would say that probably Professor Elm is in the same category as this guy, because Professor Elm seems a little bit dopey, but I think his expertise lies in just his knowledge of certain things. I think they even go as far as to explain that he's... Let's get this one next. To explain that he is like an expert when it comes to stones. This guy doesn't seem like he has a lot of experience, but in Pokemon Sun and Moon, even though I haven't played it, I know the Professor character has a little bit more skill, and in Pokemon X and Y, definitely you battle the Professor multiple times. Also, in Pokemon Red and Blue, there was a Unused. There actually exists a team with its own movesets and levels and stuff of Professor Oak's team, and there was an Unused final battle. It was supposed to be like a secret battle they never included in the game that happened after you beat the champion, after you got Mewtwo. I think once you got all 151 Pokemon, you could fight Professor Oak, and it's supposed to be the toughest battle in the game. Someone actually analyzed all the battles in every single Pokemon, or all the battles in the first Pokemon game, and ranked them based on how strong the Pokemon were and their movesets and stuff, and Professor Oak's was like way stronger than the champion was. So maybe it could have been a thing they just didn't have enough room or time, or they just decided to scrap it because it was maybe too difficult. Who knows? But there are people who have hacked it and played and fought that fight. It's a shame it wasn't in the game, yeah. You know what? If it was in the game, we probably would have more of a pattern of that in every Pokemon game afterwards. You probably would always have to fight the Professor. It'd be like an expected thing at the very end. From dope to oak. Yep. Well, that's a good question. I mean, this is taking place a long time ago, and obviously, if you want to include Pokemon Conquest is happening years before this. What's the most recent Pokemon game? Is that Pokemon Black and White? Does that take place most recently in the timeline? I don't know. Is it Sword and Shield? I don't know. There's a really relaxing sort of Studio Ghibli vibe to the to the visuals and the music. This is hilarious though. A lot of people have complained that there's like a lot of glitchiness to the game. Hello, I'm your new best friend. Great. Yeah, a lot of people have complained that like there's like some glitchiness, like clipping that can happen, but you know that happens in every game. And this is like, think about it this way. If you consider this like Pokemon Red and Blue, and you look at Pokemon Red and Blue and have seen the advancements that they've made along the way, and you consider this like a brand new starting point for a new type of game, I can't wait to see what they pull out for the Ruby and Sapphire equivalent of this, if that makes sense. Once they're 3 games into this sort of format, I really can't wait to see what they'll put together, to be honest. Sorry. I am technically sort of working at the same time. So you might hear those little bloops every once in a while. Working and streaming, we're doing it all. That's actually like a scripted thing for the third Pokeball to fail, just to show you like, you can't always get what you want. I must say, 3-Million, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? Excuse me. One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here now. Phone. That's what we should do. If you ever encounter an alien race and they're like, "Where are you from? I've never seen a creature like you." They're communicating to you, and the first thing you do is you just go. Just hold your phone up. That object is an art form, you say? What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you'll indulge me a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. I like how, by the way, this is the past, and they're not freaked out by seeing a phone. That would scare the shit out of anyone in our past. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokedex. A proper Pokedex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must of course catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill easily. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help another out, my boy? Yeah, you convince me. Then whoever, and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. Even Pokedex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village, and we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me, onward to Jubilife Village. I like that. Instead of Jubilife City. That's where it all began. I'm really stoked that the stream is working well. That it's going smoothly. Glad we found this sweet spot. I feel really good about that, actually. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young man was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing him into the village for a bit. I don't know why, but the guards of this town always remind me of Daryl. They remind me of you. Stegosaurus McCartney. This is cool. I think this is also like a really cool way. Keep in mind, this is my first time playing it, but I played up until I got the first star rank before I realized I was going to stream this. So, but yeah, this is like a. So I do know this section, and I really think this is such a cool way to be introduced to the town, because there is a section in Jubilife City, I believe, and also I think in Pokemon Black and White where you first enter the town, and when you walk past people or you bike past people, they have just quick conversations or thoughts to say about you. And I think this is just such a nice way to introduce yourself to the town, right? Like, what manner of dress is that? Shh, quiet. I understand you must be more than a tad curious, but just follow me for now. See? It's cool. It's got like an anime vibe. Who's that with the professor? Oh, botheration, I'd almost forgot. This is the indoctrination camp you're telling about. You were telling me about things are about to get lit. The t-shirt's too far out for them, yeah. What short sleeves? Might I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? Sure. Just past this bridge here, and then to the left. The Wallflower, it's called. Your ARC phone is beeping. I'm getting another text from God, another tweet. Somehow, it seems to show you where you need to go next. Let me guess, it's going to tell me to go to the Wallflower. It's like, that guy just told me. Did we really need... It's like, unnecessary tweet, God. Sorry. Sorry, but that tweet was unnecessary. Nope. Right, because isn't Arceus supposed to be the mythological creator in the mind of Pokemon? That's the reaction to his shorts. Well now, aren't you awfully suspicious? You're the one with a green mustache and a green chin strap? The Wallflowers for Galaxy Team folk. Ooh, Team Galaxy. Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. A dick. Total dick. Reminds you of Aladdin when they call him a street rat. Yeah, totally. It's actually really unique in that way. Like, there's not a lot of RPGs that start this way too, where you're kind of shunned by everybody right away, and I think that's a cool way to approach it. Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. If you were attacked by a Pokemon, you'd be minced meat in those flimsy clothes. If the guard let you through, you must have ties with somebody in the village. And in this time, I guess Pokemon are known to be like kind of erratic and a little more wild, and they do attack people, which is kind of a cool story point. Perhaps you've met Professor Laventon. He's a scholar from a faraway place. His Pokemon do get away from him at times, though. It makes me a bit worried for him. I suppose I'm hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was hit by a Pokemon move called Thundershock not long ago and had to take to my bed. But the professor, well, I do wonder how long he'll last. Unfortunately, it's just as Akari says, I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Oh, Eternal Symmetry is saying, that's what I thought too. It reminded you a little bit of Aladdin. Nice. Everything will be quite alright now. 3 Up Moon here has agreed to help us with our Pokedex. Excuse me? You plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? You can't just slap a badge on whoever you like without Captain Silent's permission. Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I'm the captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Corps. You may call me Silent. Looks a lot familiar. Looks very familiar and a lot like one of the main villains in Team Galaxy. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I haven't played Diamond and Pearl in a very long time. I have Platinum, and I was actually planning on revisiting Platinum in a Soul Link co-op fashion with Rathe v Mario. We're going to be starting another co-op in a short while here, hopefully very soon. And we're going to do a quick shout out to Rathe as well. If you're not following him, please do. He's recently been playing Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door and Pikmin 2. And actually been playing Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door up to the point where I think he's going full completion, did the full Pit of 100 Trials, which is quite a challenge. Not an easy thing to do. Professor Laventon has told me how you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control, and now it seems he would like us to feed you and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so. Quite old enough to work for your keep, but we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us, without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow, we shall see if you can prove yourself. Oh ho, a most reasonable decision, Captain. Now would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. I like their, sandals. The world needs a Mario rap game. You know what? There's a Mario rap commercial that exists out there. And also, I would totally play a Super Mario Parappa the Rapper style game. Definitely. Aloof as always, I see. And you know what? If you want a rhythm game, there is always DDR Mario Mix on the GameCube. I'm joking. Don't subject yourself to that. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, huh? Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. For 3. Up moon, bitches! Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fails to please. I like this song. This song has got a good vibe to it. Professor Leventon, where exactly did you meet our visitor here? Oh, well, you know the great hole in the sky? That record was spinning above that mountain by that band, Pink Floyd. The Great Hole in the Sky. The one people call the space-time rift? Our new friend fell right out of it. You can't be serious. Come now, I'm a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with the facts. You already know there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. That there are, in the grass, in forests, by water, or wherever they like. Our job as a survey corps is to research them and find out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they may possess, or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. So this is an interesting take, because this is like in a world where really they don't know anything about Pokemon. That's why they're asking us to do stuff like, how many times have you witnessed this thing use Bite? How many times have you witnessed this Pokemon use Final? And things like that. Wait till we get the flute. This song is a banger. Nice. It is, yeah. Like, imagine if you actually played saxophone. This would be a great one to cover. I would absolutely drum to cover this live. The great gig in the hole in the sky with diamonds. On a log, on a frog in the bottom of the sea. The great gig in the hole in the sky with diamonds on a frog on a log in a hole in the bottom of the sea. We successfully caught 3 Pokemon. 3 of them in quick order, you understand. Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of feats such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. 3? We have a hard time catching even one while Pokemon come after us. Well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well. And it seems our new friend is fearless enough to teach us that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal like this outsider? The captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on that Pokedex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now have your fill, Pyramid, and think. If you make it into the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fall out of his head. Cool. Kind of reminds me of Naruto a little bit, because at the beginning of Naruto, his teacher, or like mentor, is having ramen with him. They have like a really nice sort of sunset evening meal. It's quite delicious. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, you do remember that 3 at Moon has a trial to pass to join the Survey Corps, don't you? Not to worry, I have complete confidence in 3 at Moon's case. Let's hope it's not misplaced. 3 at Moon, was it? For tonight at least, we'll provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. You may use our quarters, but do not use our loonies or toonies. But if you fail to pass the trial we put you against blah blah blah, you'll be expelled from the village and perhaps will meet your death in the wild. Huh? The Legend of Zelda Death of the Wild? What? Captain Silene's somewhat like Hisui, in that they're both quite harsh. Now, she simply puts on a stern front to keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has had enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both a good night. Yes, good night. Very cool. Super stoked that this is working out. A rift in the sky. People falling from it. The world is full of mysteries. Alright. Head to the survey quarters at the bigger side. Okay. You know what? Most of the Pokemon games have like slow tutorials, right? I think this one's alright. I've watched a couple of long plays of Pokemon Sun and Moon, even though I haven't played it, and I feel like, yeah, this is alright. It's a jug used to store drinking water. It has a lid on top to keep debris from falling in. Survey tips. Cool. It's just reminding me to save. It's a dresser of very solid construction where extra sets of clothes can be kept. The next day. Good morning, Three-Up-Man. Are you up? Quite some lightning last night, wasn't it? Today's the day of your trial, so let's give it our all. So what is this? Is this tomatoes? Or berries? Sandals and garlic. That's an interesting thing to hang. Alright. Okay. What lovely weather we got. Hope you had a nice sleep, even if this land is strange and new to you. Let's get to the headquarters. Captain Silent is waiting. Okay, come on, let's do it. Let me do it. Also, I mean, I haven't played Sword and Shield, but you can tell that Pokemon X and Y had a big influence on some of the designs of some of the locations. Like the inside of this building reminds me so much of exploring the inside of a castle in Dragon Quest VIII, or just walking around like Pokemon Mansion and stuff. The different Pokemon mansions in Pokemon X and Y. Yojiro. The wild Pokemon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokemon, but against a whole pack, outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield. But the medical corps will put you to rights. That man's with a security corps, and even with his own partner, he took a beating from wild Pokemon. Without a partner Pokemon of your own, you might find this trial particularly trying. Captain Silene, we have news here. You may enter. Let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition team, prove yourself capable by going out to the Obsidian field lines and catching 3 different species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Catching 3 Pokemon from the start? No one in the Galaxy team has ever managed that. Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for him, if the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. Oh, that's cool. I like the levitating Abra. I have a feeling we're going to be fighting the captain at some point. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving, so if you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you are not sent to our cause. I will lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry whatever you may need in the field. I hope everyone's having a good Saturday night so far. That satchel doesn't exactly match your mode of dress. Akari, I expect you to step in if anything goes awry. Pardon 3 at Moon, come with me a moment. Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. Something the matter, Professor Leventon? In order to complete our Pokedex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, 3 at Moon must absolutely pass this trial. And as a professor of Pokemon, I've got just the ticket to help accomplish that. Alright. There we go, we got Macanees. Got a couple berries in the chat. Go on 3 at Moon, pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. Okay, so we are going to pick... Rowlet, mainly because I have used Cyndaquil many times in games. I'll probably come back and maybe do another game, you know, where I try every single starter. Oshawott I've also used many times. Samurott is like one of my favorite to use like water Pokemon in Pokemon Black and White. But I've never played Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I also have never used a Rowlet on my team ever. So this is going to be our first introduction to Rowlet. This is Archimedes. Stegosaurus McCartney redeemed a name redeem for 420 Moonstones, so this is what we're going to name him. Naming is different in this. It's not going to ask us if we want to name the Pokemon. We can just go to our menu and name our Pokemon at any time. Forget the name rater. Experience share, forget that. All Pokemon earn experience when you catch Pokemon or when you battle Pokemon, no matter what. Some interesting stuff that is this. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach for me will now be yours to keep. Good show. I've tucked Rowlet back inside its Pokeball for you, so take it, it's yours. Okay, I might need to... How about that? Is that better? In terms of the game audio not taken over? I just want to be able to like kind of relax and talk at the same time so that I'm not super loud. Let me know if that's a little bit better. That might be better, I think. I'm just gonna also adjust some stuff here. Just gonna open the window. Oh, it'll be easier to tell if I keep going. Yeah, thank you. Ooh. Word of advice, my boy. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. Flash. They look as if they're cheering on their friend Rowlet. Or perhaps they're jealous that it gets to help you with your trial. That could well be. They did go dashing from the village when 3 at Moon fell out of the sky. After all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research first. Foom. Plish Plash. By the by, what species has Captain Silene charged you with catching? Well, that's smashing. All 3 of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. I'm going to give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial then. Why can't we just take them all? That would be so cool. So yes, the audio is sounding better then, I imagine. I didn't want to change it too much. You obtained 20 Pokeballs, so we actually have, what, 70 now? That's pretty wild. These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work as a treat. Or sorry, they work a treat, as you've already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. I guess you're finally ready. You'll have to leave the village for your trial, turn left after you exit headquarters, and then head to the gate. Okay, left and then the gate. Got it. Yeah, so the old-timey Pokeballs. I love that Pokeballs are made up of apricorns, which is something that they introduced in Generation 2. Oh look, it's Daryl. Commander Kamado is fantastically strong. Rumor has it he once sent a Pokemon flying with one of those sumo throws he's proud of. You can't tell if it's just because the music is intense right now. Well, obviously there's obviously some audio thing going on, so maybe I can go into my settings here. Perhaps. Maybe not. What if I did this? I don't want it to be too loud, but what if I did that? Is that better? Now it's more chill, but when you're in conversation with Laventon, yeah, totally. It just depends on the moment, right? Okay. Yeah. Hair's a little bit messy right now, but don't want to wear a hat. Cool. What'd you say?
I said you're cute and you look great.
Oh, I look great. Okay. Well, thanks. What'd you just say to me? Excuse me. What'd you just say to my face? You can throw spoiled apricorns at wild Pokemon to make them drop their defenses. Thank you, Daryl, for the hydrate. Okay, here we go. You can throw spoiled apricorns at wild Pokemon to make them drop their defenses, then they'll be easier to catch. I think I can't do anything here yet. That's where we buy clothes. This is where we can get a haircut, but there's not a lot of character customization options, unfortunately. I wish they at least had like as many options as like the Mii creation system did on the Wii. Oh look, it's Link, everyone. I'll speak of the Breath of the Wild. Oh, here we go. I'm minimizing, one sec. Let's do that, okay. Zoom tight. Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. Yeah, basically he just looks like Link from Skyward Sword. Link if he was the happy mask salesman, or the traveling salesman, if he had a different job and wasn't the hero of, the hero of Hyrule, but just the merchant. I'm Volo of the Ginkgo Guild. Yeah, Ginkgo to the past. The go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in Hisui. I've heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Well, that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you have a Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant's success, so what do you say? How about you and I see our Pokemon stand up to one another in a battle? Nice. Okay, so we literally, instead of getting a rival battle first, our very first battle is going to just be against the shopkeeper. They're taking every convention and just changing it, and I think that's great. I really commend them for making something different. I've also heard about this trial you're about to attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know you'll lose if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0. So I love the active feel of their battles here. Now, the music is a little bit louder now, so hopefully, hopefully you can hear me. Okay, let's go. Let's crack some eggs. Oh, you know what? I think I can address what I wanted to address here. Okay. I am going to... I just realized it's in the settings. After this battle, I think I know where we can go in and mess with the audio a little bit. Yeah, the music's great. The battle music sounds so much like classic Pokemon. Moves, items, use them well, and the world will open up to you. It's like Zion in here. Yes, I've got a new move. Another thing that's fantastic is every Pokemon has a bank of moves, and just like the move tutor, you can change moves at any time. You can change the name at any time. At any time, you can have a bank of like 15, 16 moves that you can just swap out whichever ones you want. So before a battle, you can be like, let's give this Pokemon these 4 moves. So TMs, HMs, all that stuff is just completely out the window. The walls are sweating. It's always good fun to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? And as they gain experience through battle, they'll learn more moves and grow even stronger. So few people here have their own Pokemon. If only more knew how to use Pokeballs. At any rate, let me help our 2 battlers recover from their little exercise. You like the addition of agile and strong moves? I do too, actually, because it plays with the turns in battle a little more akin to Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X will actually display to you what order the next, it'll be like Titus, and then Waka, and then this enemy, then Yuna, then this enemy, then Titus. It'll actually give you a display of what turns are coming next, so it helps you to strategize. Well, they implemented that in this, and using a strong move will force you to kind of have to wait, and it'll give your opponent 2 extra turns after you use it, but it'll deal more damage than the normal version of that move. Using the agile move will let you get 2, sometimes it'll let you get 2 hits in to get you another extra turn, but it's going to do less damage, so you can do tackle, but do the agile version of tackle. Instead of it being 40 damage, it's going to be maybe 30 or 25. But you might be able to get 2 in, so there's a lot more strategy to what type of move you use, and that totally changes everything from Pokemon conventions. Alright, let's continue. We had an awesome dinner today. I'm glad that we did what we did. It was nice. Akari, that's really something. Not only can you catch Pokemon, but you can lead them in battle. Now to the Obsidian Fieldlands. When you're leaving Jubilee Village, make sure you choose a destination from your map and tell Rest, the guardsman, where you're going. That way someone can come to your aid if you're knocked out by a Pokemon. Now, one thing I love about this too is that there's like different camps that we're gonna discover, and this is sort of like our home base. So it kind of is akin to Stardew Valley when you leave your home base, your farm, to go into the mines, into the dungeons. Fighting enemies, you can be knocked out and returned back to the home base, but there's a real exploratory sort of vibe, and that same feeling of deciding for the day in Stardew Valley, oh, I'm gonna go into the dungeons, go into the mines, is a really reminiscent thing, and I think that's a nice touch. I will be playing Stardew Valley now that this is working. We'll be starting our own farm, because I play it on the Switch. So we'll be starting our own farm from scratch on the channel as well. One of my favorite games. Okay, so we just let him know that we're leaving, and we've got our gold map. Jubilee Village and the Obsidian Fieldlands. Yes. Every time I look at this, well, I guess I can't put my camera on it, but every time I look at that symbol on the flag, it's actually on her arm. You can see it's on Akari's arm. It looks like it says jazz for like a split second. It looks like a logo for like an international jazz music festival. This is our base camp, the last safe haven before you reach the wilds. For your trial, you must catch 3 species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. You ready to get started? Oh, Professor, is something wrong? Well, you see, Captain Silene got a hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. That's our unsparing captain. What help exactly can you offer out here, Professor? To be honest, my dear girl, I don't intend to lift a finger. 3 Up Moon's talents are the real deal. He'll pass with flying colors, you'll see. So the responsibility for him still lies, in fact, with me, then. Well, I'm sure 3 Up Moon will be fine. Let's begin the trial. Cool. This is Aspiration Hill. The species of Pokemon you're meant to catch all live here. That shot right there is extremely Breath of the Wild. The key is to aim carefully. Not that you seem to need my advice, I'm just sharing what I know. Yep. Bidoof has a mellow disposition. That means it tends not to run from people, so this will be easy. Alright, first things first is I'm going to go to the settings. Okay, so maybe we bring the background music down a bit, just in general. And then that way, maybe that'll work. How about that? And then we got the wide dynamic range. Now that might be better for volume. You let me know over time if at all the background music is overtaking. Just let me know. Excuse me, you've a Bidoof to catch. Just relax. It's all good. If I can figure out the controls again. There we go. Nice. It only seems to happen during cutscenes and battles. Yeah, I was saying that a lot of the atmospheric sound I quite like, that there's like wind noises and stuff. Next Pokemon? Yeah, Shinx and Starly, right? That's cute. There's a Starly. They're skittish little things. They'll run if startled. but you should be able to get close to them if you crouch. You'll be harder to spot. Now keep in mind, I'm just skipping through this. Like the tips that are coming up on the screen, only because I have played this opening section already. That Starly's caught as well. Only one more to go. I forgot there's something I still ought to teach you since you're new to this. Here's the proper way to throw your partner's Pokeball. That's literally... I just did it, and then it's like, let me teach you the thing you just did. Try throwing your Pokeballs at rocks or trees like this one to have it investigate. If your Pokemon finds any berries or other items, it'll bring them to you. Now it's time for your partners to shine. We've reached your final hurdle. Catching a Shinx. Alright, leave me alone. There we go. Now that is very Breath of the Wild. The crafting is very Breath of the Wild. From some of the playthroughs I've seen people do. But I'm very okay with that. When a company finds something that works and is able to evolve upon it and innovate with a brand new style of game. There you go. Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Could you already tell that? Not at all. Not to worry, these things will become clear once you focus on Pokemon around you. Once aggressive Pokemon get irate, they'll knock aside any ball that you throw at them. Don't worry though, I'll teach you the trick to catching aggressive Pokemon. You gotta battle them. Once they're absorbed with battling, you can throw a Pokeball at them to try and catch them. By now you've got several Pokemon of your own, don't you? So take one of their Pokeballs and throw it near a wild Pokemon you want to battle. I got no doubt you'll hold your own in battle. Cool. I actually really think that the controls they're refined in this. They did a great job. And this will still do damage to it, but I can get in the way. No, don't hurt. Don't hurt Rowlet. Don't hurt the commands. No, don't knock him out. Catch it. That's funny. That's right, we were supposed to catch it. I just ignored it completely. So hopefully this is a little bit better volume-wise, because I brought the volume down just a touch. And I adjusted my microphone as well. I also like that I can get this too. You can watch the high ground. Yeah, and a lot of the grass glitches too. It happens, and trees in the background on certain angles, but that's fine. Her face. You approach this Pokemon without a hint of fear and caught each one. You're like a gift the sky dropped to us. You're like a little heavenly turd. This is wonderful. I'm so curious why on earth you came falling from the sky like you did, but for now, let's tell the professor we're ready to head back. Yeah, so we've done about roughly an hour of tutorial. This is just kind of how it goes, right? But I think it's like a 2.5 hour tutorial or something crazy with Pokemon Sun and Moon. And I'm also not trying to do this fast. I'm just casually enjoying the game. Taking your first step towards seeking out Pokemon. So this calls for a commemorative photograph. say fuzzy pickles. With skills like yours, I suppose this was a foregone conclusion. Now then, we'd best report to Captain Silene. Time to head back to Jubilee Village, eh? I also like that they choose the right moments to make you actually travel village to village, and choose the right moments to auto teleport you there for the sake of story. In time, you'll be able to send Pokemon you've caught to live in the village pastures. That's essentially the Pokemon box, the PC. You can bring up to 6 Pokemon with you in the field, in theory, though we've never had anyone skilled enough to do so. Come now, you two. Let's not dilly-dally. Captain Silene awaits a report at headquarters. I bet Captain Silene will be very pleased. Yeah, there's a little bit of a lag. Okay, interesting. Let me just do this again. So I don't know if that's what I want. I think that's what I want. Before we continue here... Actually, let me talk to this. Let's talk to Beauregard again. Okay, before we continue here, I'm actually going to just take a quick break, but I'll be right back. And we'll continue with Pokemon Legends Arceus. I love that this is working. I'm having a blast with it. Stick around, folks. Happy Saturday. I hope you're having a good Saturday. I'm enjoying this. I hope you are enjoying it too. Also, the second we get back, we're going to be renaming our Pokemon Archimedes. That is the name of our Rowlet, named by Stegosaurus McCartney. Beauregard, I thought I told you to trim those sideburns. Mr. Burns, I'm not sure if you know what side... I said trim them! Well, Mr. Burns had done it. Okay, we are back. Thanks for your patience. Okay. Oh, yes. There we go. First things first. We can save. Oh, and I know. There we are. Okay, thanks for your patience. Let's just dive in. Grit Dust is a cool new item. Mysterious dust that can raise the effort level for one of a Pokemon's stats. So effort level's a different thing now, totally different thing. I guess it sort of is what replacing IVs. Or EVs. It can be used to raise effort levels only up to level 3, however. So I'm going to do that. We'll give it to Shinx. And Shinx already has effort level 1 HP and like 2 buffs to attack already. So basically, they're just like buffing their stats. We're going to do it for speed, because I feel like electric Pokemon should be fast. That's right, we didn't name our Pokemon. If you want to name our Pokemon, this is the Bidoof we're going to keep on our party, and it eventually evolved to Bibarel. These are, because they are the first ones I'm catching, I'm just going to keep these ones on the team. We're going to have to catch a bunch of other ones, but that's fine. In terms of names, feel free right now to use, because again, the name rater is just built into the game like this. Feel free to use the Redeem 420 Moonstones and name a Pokemon. Rowlet is named. This was named by Daryl Stegosaurus McCartney in the chat. Boop. Archimedes. And it is cool. Taking a look at the summary here, I like the way they handle it. Gust and Leafage. I like it. Okay, let's name Bidoof. Anyone? Anyone got a name? Let's see. Oh, looks like there's a little bit of... No, the leg's not there. I'm just imagining it. If you don't have a name for Bidoof, I do. Sort of a tradition with Zigzagoons and Bidoofs. I like to name them simple. I do really like that Bibarel, or Bibarel, I don't know how you would say it, is normal water type. He does gain the water type when he evolves. We've got Starly. Any name for Starly, anyone? I'll just give it a moment, just in case. Just in case anyone wants to toss a name in the ring. Nope. I'm gonna go with my suggestion. I feel like Staraptor is a super badass Pokemon. I'm gonna call this one a hero. Just a dangle hero. And then Shinx. I like it. Okay. We got ourselves a female Shinx, which will eventually become Luxio, then Luxray. So we're going to name this Pokemon Eluxabeth. Eluxabeth. Let's do this. That's a great name. Okay, so we have Archimedes, the Rowlet, Simple, the Bidoof, a hero, the Starly. I think probably one of my favorite final evolutions of any bird Pokemon in the Pokemon series is going to be Staraptor. and then a Luxabith. Let's go. The team is shaping up. Do you see what I mean about how I don't think you can really Nuzlocke this game? I mean, you could just choose to release all the other Pokemon and just remember that was the first Pokemon I caught in that area. But I don't know how you would Nuzlocke this game. I'm sure people are going to think about it. I'd like to, I just like any game that gets to the point where the fans create their own, like, fun sort of meta mode within it. I think that's good. $5. Always down for that. It seems we won't have to leave you to die after all. Congratulations. Congratulations. You passed your trial. You can hold on to that fanny pack. I must admit, you've impressed me. There we go. I set a high hurdle to judge whether a stranger like yourself could be worthy, but you cleared it. This is yours, the official uniform of the Survey Corps. Take it. Thank you. Got some sandals too. Get changed in the room you used last night. Then you're to report at once to the third floor. Present yourself in uniform to our commander. This is your first official order from your captain. When you're ready to get into your uniform, make sure to use the mirror in the corners. Okay, cool. Like, we're not quite at that moment of we have no money yet. We're not quite at the moment of the game beginning yet. We already have the team forming. One thing I love is that you can do this. There they are. There they are. Talk about taking the whole Pokemon follows you around from Heart Gold, Soul Silver to the next level. Now, a lot of people are complaining that the Pokemon cries are like lo-fi and aren't them saying like Rowlet and Bidoof or whatever they say. But the amount of translation work that would be required would just be way too much. And I actually really like the sort of retro throwback. That's a cool... See, there's certain things that game developers do in new iterations of games in their IP that try to tie them back to like that retro nostalgic aspect of the game. And I think that is such a subtle, nice, nuanced way to do it, as opposed to like in-your-face ways, which I can't explicitly. And that's cool, right? All you have to do is just walk away and then they all auto-return to you. That's pretty awesome. Oh, there's contacts. Yes. I kind of like that the Survey Corps uniform looks a little bit like a Greninja, with Greninja's tongue wrapped around. It almost looks like it's a reference to it. I'm not sure if that's an intentional thing or... And my sandals. What do you want from me? Typical 3-up moon, forgetting the sandals. There we go. There we go. Actually, I mean, those are some badass sandals. They could sell those as merch. Official Pokemon Legends Arceus. Hisuian sandals. Normally in Kanto these are canvas type, but here they're straw type. The Hisuian form of the sandals. Well, our Survey Corps uniform suits you. It's almost as if the captain had it tailored just for you. I see you've changed regarding your accommodations. You may continue to use the room you slept in last night. You may wear this as well. Now you look like the main character of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I think it was Lucas. Now, present yourself to the commander. To go to, Void Floor. Void Floor. There he be. This guy's badass. I think he's a really cool character. In the live-action version of Pokemon Arceus Legends, Daniel Day-Lewis. I've been waiting for you. Or Keanu Reeves, if you wanted to say Keanu Reeves. I'm Kamado, commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. So you're 3-up moon. It's an honor. You know your manners at least? I've been briefed on your situation, including how you fell from the rift in the sky. Now then, let's see what you're made of. Face me in combat. Try to throw him. This is going to be a common camera angle. The Dutch angle from the floor, just like when the game opened. You got some fight in you. Your Simo needs work, but I do see some potential. Don't expect a warm welcome from everyone. Naturally, some will be slow to trust an outsider who literally fell right out of the blue. Superstitious among us might see your arrival as a portent of disaster. But you passed the trial that was put to you, so no matter how odd you may seem, you're part of Jubilee Village now. Dedicate yourself to the work of the Galaxy Expedition Team, and complete the Pokedex. But I warn you, 3-up moon, Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you as you work. So, the commander has also accepted you. But understand this, you begin as a no-star recruit among our ranks. In other words, you have no rank at all. So I like that they've done away with gym leaders, they've done away with all the tropes that you normally expect that you're gonna have to encounter, I guess, as a Pokemon game. There's 10 ranks as well. Perform well as a member of the Survey Corps, and you'll move up through the ranks. Indeed, you see, the more you add to the Pokedex, the higher your rank will become. And working on the Pokedex will also, of course, bring you closer toward that goal of yours, to seek out every last Pokemon. Here, you'll need this. The recipe for crafting Pokeballs requires 1 Apricorn and 1 Tumble Stone. Very cool. And $3,000 as usual. Nice classic. Another thing to tie into the classic games. Same amount of money to start. She's going to show us how to craft. You can buy some items at the general store, but self-sufficiency is worth striving for. So you can even make your most valuable tools, Pokeballs. Think where we would be if we couldn't do that. Let's head to the craft works. There's a lot of back and forth. ping-pong at the beginning here, but that's okay. Well done, earning a place in our team. My name is Anth. I'm the local clothier. The professor asked that I ready you a change of clothes, so here you go. I do hope they fit. Oh nice, an everyday kimono and everyday trousers. I hope you'll avail yourself of the village's humble shops. I say hunger is the best seasoning, but I'd rather rely on the quality of my sootfoot roots to make my potato mochi tasty. Who might you be? I haven't seen you in the village before. Okay, so we can buy Pokeballs, potions, revives, and cake lure base. Let me just get a couple of these because I don't know what they are. I feel like we should have them. Don't need a haircut. And this is just to buy clothes. This is to take a photo with our Pokemon, which doesn't matter right now. Okay. Nice. I'm so glad that the stream is working out great right now. Like it's going nice and smooth. Couldn't have asked for a better first Switch stream. You can use the workbench here at the Craftworks anytime you need to make an item in the village. And I'll supply what you need to make your first Pokeballs once you're ready to begin. Call it my way of saying congratulations on joining us. Just spend the money you got from the captain on clothes, or whatever you think is best. Go up to the workbench, choose an item to craft, in this case a Pokeball. Yep, we've got 20 apricorns, 20 Tumble Stones, so we can make 20 Pokeballs. Pretty simple. Got him. Oh, now that's some fine craftsmanship. Hard to believe this was your first time stepping up to the workbench, my boy. SpongeBob, me boy. You'll recall, of course, that Pokemon possess the odd power to shrink themselves down. With the Pokeballs we craft, we can make use of that power to catch them. All so that more Pokemon species can be duly recorded in a Pokedex. And on that note, here you are. There we go. Clearly, the technology of the time means it's just a book. It's like a family photo album, scientific journal. A volume for compiling the collected results of much Pokemon research. Professor Lavington continually adds to it with each report. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. With each report made on new Pokemon species. So this feels a lot like Pokemon Snap, this section of it. As you can see. Okay. Let's go Rowlet. So we don't have any information on Rowlet except for like a black and white photo. And we've caught one. We've seen Rowlet use Leafage twice. So we're going to want to fill these tasks up. We're going to eventually want to see it using Leafage 15 times, using Roost 15 times, using Aerial Ace 15 times, and all this stuff, you know. So that's essentially the goal. And everyone has different ones. Like, catch a Togepi when it's sleeping. It's kind of like Pokemon Snap in that you have to, like, there's like special achievements that you get, or you get extra points if you catch a Pokemon doing something like in its natural habitat, like Snorlax sleeping or an angry Kangaskhan or something like that. It's a really cool thing to blend into these games. You'll have to complete lots of research tasks to help the professor fill out the Pokedex. The same goes for me, of course. I've also got Pokemon to research as a Survey Corps member. I'd be all too happy to explain more about the research tasks I could use your assistance with. Come join me at the field camps, or Fieldlands camp, whenever you are ready. Okay? know at this point most people who have this game already have already beaten it. But I want to play this slowly and enjoy it. Hey, excuse me, I couldn't help it over here. If you're going to the Fieldlands camp, would you mind taking care of a request for me? I'm standing guard, so I can't leave my post, but I'll be here at headquarters if you want to talk about it. Cool. So there's main missions that are story-specific, and then there's requests, which are just little side quests. I do need to figure something out. Okay, just 1 second. 1 second. Okay, perfect. Just had to plug in my work laptop. Okay, here we go. Hey, so there's this Pokemon called Wurmple. Have you heard of it? Yep. Well, you see, I was having a chat with Professor Laventon, and he told me that after a Pokemon gains a certain amount of experience through battling and the like, it will sometimes change its appearance and become stronger. He said it was a phenomenon called evolution. Some Pokemon can undergo evolution, which changes their appearance and stats. If one of your Pokemon has met the requirements to evolve, you'll simply be able to select the Evolve option when viewing your Pokemon. So that's also something that's interesting. Excuse me. The fact that you can evolve the Pokemon just from the main menu, like using a potion. Catch a Wurmple, will you let me have it? Yes. Looks like there's a little bit of lag. I'm just gonna minimize this here. Excuse me. It should fix itself. Yep, there we go. Yep. Head to the Fieldlands camp again. So this right here is technically the beginning of the game. This is when things really begin, in my opinion. Right on. Let's get to it then, shall we? In order to complete this Pokedex of ours, there are a great many research tasks I'll need your help to carry out, my boy. The details of these tasks can be found in the Pokedex for you to reference anytime. Research tasks are tasks you need to carry out to complete the Pokedex. Each Pokemon species has a different number and variety of research tasks. Press the down button to open your Pokedex, and then check what kinds of research tasks are available for the Pokemon you've registered. When you're focused on a wild Pokemon in the field using the ZL button, you can also instantly check the research task for that species by pressing the down button. It'll open your Pokedex right to that page. Some Pokemon have unusual research tasks, so be sure to check them out. You must catch and battle diverse Pokemon species and carry out plenty of research tasks. Do so and you'll gain research points and other rewards for your work. One last piece of advice, 3-up-man. If you see a wild Pokemon's attack coming your way, dodge it like your life depends on it. Say again? Here, watch closely, and remember what I do so you can do it later. Heck yeah. Got ourselves a good old-fashioned Ocarina of Time forward roll. If you're lighter on your feet, you can dodge out of the way of wild Pokemon's attacks. That way, hopefully, you can avoid taking a beating and blacking out in the wilderness. The security corps had to collect me when I got the business end of some Shink's Thundershock. Don't you worry, I've got lots of experience to draw on, and I'll teach you plenty. Cool. This is also really cool. We can store items here. We can rest. This is basically just like a very quick Poke Center. Thank you, Game Freak. We can craft, and then literally this guy is just like, I'll heal you. Do you want to access your pasture, which is basically like the PC? I'll sell you a bunch of stuff. I'm good. It's very efficient. That's it. And then once we are done with our expedition, kind of like I was mentioning with like the whole Stardew Valley vibe, once we kind of like go out and do a bunch of stuff and come back, we're like ready to come back to the village, or we're ready to like heal, we can come back and talk to Leventon, and he will Pokemon Snap style give us like a Professor Oak's evaluation and give us points based on the different Pokemon that we caught and the different research tests that we've done. So it's very Pokemon Snap-esque in that way. Now let me share some Survey Corps wisdom. Focus on a Pokemon with the ZL button and press down to open the Pokedex. That's what they said earlier. So you might have noticed that that you have a research task to do with how many Bidoof you've caught. That's right, catching one just isn't enough. You need 2, then 4, then more and more. And when it's time to battle a Pokemon, remember the captain's switching wisdom. If you have items out, press X to ready your Pokemon. Give it a try now if you want. I'll go on ahead. Let's not even battle them. What the? Dude. No, thank you. This is where the fun begins. You son of a bitch. Hey. We've caught 3. I think you've got it, but as a reminder, don't forget to open your Pokedex when you focus on a Pokemon to check your research tasks for it. Let's go to Starly next. One of your tasks is to catch Starly without being spotted, right? For that task, try catching them while hiding in tall grass. I'll go wait for you up ahead. Excuse me. Come catch up once you finish some tasks. The more energy a Pokemon's got, the harder it'll be to catch. If you battle a Pokemon and lower its HP, or maybe inflict paralysis with a move like Shink's Thundershock, it should be easier to catch. Okay, let's try and do this. You son of a bitch. Did you see that? Did you see that? Bullshit. Hup. Okay, so these are like these other Pokemon, like the other these Bidoofs and stuff. Like, we're not going to be keeping these Pokemon. I'm going to keep like a backup of each one, so don't worry about naming them, but we do have the main people on the team right now will be Archimedes, Simple, a hero, Elizabeth. Nope. Oh my god, you can hear him. He's so cute. Oh shit. Okay. You sound just like... Come on. Shelly is raiding with a party of 2. I don't have my alerts on right now, but thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. This is my very first Switch stream. I've got the whole setup working, which I'm really stoked about. And I just bought this game a couple days ago, tested it out, and didn't really intentionally think I was going to stream it, but it's working quite well right now. I hope you're having an awesome Saturday night, and let me just quickly do a shout out. Hope you had an awesome stream. What were you streaming today? Seven Days to Die. I don't know that game. What's that all about? Is it like a survival horror? Is it something like Don't Starve? That type of game? Hope it was a good stream. I appreciate the raid. Normally I have alerts and stuff, but not for the Switch stream right now. And yeah, it's actually going quite well. We just started. So Archimedes, because I've never, just for context, I play a lot of retro games every day at like 6:30 p.m. Pacific. Usually I'll do retro games, and I'm a huge fan of Pokemon. Grew up playing the Pokemon games since I was a kid, since they first came out. And I'm really enjoying what they've done to kind of advance the series here. I had the option between Oshawott, the water type, Cyndaquil, the fire type, and Rowlet, the grass type. And I've used Cyndaquil many times. My favorite generation is Gen 2. Also, I've used Oshawott in a bunch of randomizer runs, and also I used to always pick Oshawott in that game. So I've never played Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I've never played Pokemon Sword and Shield. Those are the only 2 main series games I haven't played. So I figured, well, why not introduce ourselves to Rowlet in this game? This is just such a cool game. I'm really, really enjoying it. We have Archimedes here, and you can name a Pokemon as well. For 420 Moonstones, you can name a character in the game. I know, I'm just explaining to them what's going on. We know it's all about you. Alright. We also have Simple, the Bidoof. We've got a hero, the Starly. Oh, who the hell are you? You're the good one. You're the cute Bidoof. I meant to send this one. There we got a hero. And then we got good old Elizabeth. I also love that it's the only Pokemon game where this is how you can do a team recap, which is pretty nice. You can just have them all out hanging out. So this game requires you to catch more than one of each Pokemon. Multiples, which I like. I think that's a nice neat little feature. I'm going to head this way first before we cross the bridge. Oh, I guess we don't cross the bridge yet. I'm really enjoying it though. I would highly recommend checking it out if you don't have it. I know a lot of people that do have it already, or a lot of people that got it like right away. Yeah, what's 7 days to die all about? Kind of sounds like The Ring. I guess we can catch it, because we have to catch a bunch. I guess we can catch it. That's it. You just caught Bidoof. That's it. I want to see if I can do this. Oh, son of a... What the hell's he doing? You see his little shimmy? He's like, who the hell are you? Something happened. Where did we spawn? I like this battlefield. It's our first Weasel. Do one more and then we'll kill it. Let me know again if the volume needs to change in-game or myself. Hopefully it's nice and clear. It's got a good mix. Yes. That one's going to be on the team. If you want to name our Weasel, please do. Weasel. Use the 420 Moonstones and drop that redeem if you like. We're not going to name the Pokemon or go back to go get the Pokemon until we basically have to head back to camp. So I'm just going to like get this mission done first. Also, a lot of people are like, oh, the water's glitchy in this. I kind of like how this looks like super pixelated. It almost looks like retro. Like you would see this in a retro game. They just blur it as the distance goes by. But I don't know how to describe it, but it looks really cool. I like some of the effects that are going on visually. And the shadow's a bit weird looking as well. The shadows are kind of glitchy, but I'm cool with the way it looks. Oh, you son of a... What the... Which direction do we need to go in? This one? Okay, perfect. So let's use this opportunity. Do that. First level? Yes, there we go. I guess what we can do is once we catch a bunch of Wurmples or a bunch of Weasels, we can just pick the strongest one, or pick whichever one we want to start with. I love that you can send out 3 or 4 Pokemon and just keep running. That's a really nice just feeling of freedom, instead of being stuck having to like watch the animation. If you're feeling worn out, have a rest in the tent at one of our base camps. You can also rest there to pass some time if it's nighttime and you're scared to be out surveying. The tent is a fine option. You should have your Pokemon smash open sparkling rocks for you. You'll find Tumble Stones inside, the same Tumble Stones you'll need to craft Pokeballs. Follow my Tumble Stones account. 3atmoon.tumblestones.com. Around here you can find a Pokemon called Weasel. It's got an aggressive disposition. Yeah, I already got one. 10 steps ahead of you. That means it'll try to hit you with its moves just like Shinx, and you'll need to battle it to catch it. Speaking of which, your research tasks for Weasel include seeing it use a certain move. So to be precise, you have to see it use a move in battle. That's right, some tasks require battling. So I'll go on ahead, you take care of some of Weasel's research tasks, and then come talk to me. Alright. Try to catch it instead of fighting it. Nice. I left a medicinal leak. Let's just take a quick look at the Pokedex and see what we gotta get for a Weasel. Weasel. Catch a bunch, large specimens. Okay, one of them that we caught was large. We might be able to use it for that quest. There's a quest where we have to see if we can find a Weasel bigger than one of the guards' Weasels, because there is size difference in this game as well, which is kind of cool. Okay, number defeated is up there. Whoop. Yeah, number defeated. Number defeated with electric type moves, and times we've seen it use Aqua Jet. Got it. Well, electric type moves it is. I'm gonna catch this one, because it seems pretty big as well. A few more people are joining. This is, if you're just joining, this is basically my first time doing a Switch stream on the channel, and also my first time playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. So we're not too far into it. A quest for Weasels. Oh, what? Eevee, holy shit. I'm might have screwed up already. Oh no. No. No! I very obviously wasn't sneaking around. That sucks. Just because I was tiptoeing doesn't mean I wasn't seeing. Yikes. That sucks. It's the first time I've seen it easy this way. That totally sucks. We need to catch more heavy Bidoofs. We need to defeat a Bidoof. Let's defeat a Bidoof. Let's defeat the next Bidoof. Catch this one. So the cool thing is, like, from what I've seen people playing this, and so far even from this playthrough, ooh, that's a ponytail. Even from this playthrough, compared to when I played, because I did start this game and got up to the first star ranking, which is really early on. There's a lot of difference going on. Yo, Rathe, welcome to the stream. Let's do another shout out, if we can. Hope you're doing well. I did not anticipate for the stream to go this well in terms of the actual capture card situation that we got going on, but this is awesome. I caved. I caved and got the game. Yeah, I know Ponytail's glitching out in the background. And you get a Pokeball. And you get a Pokeball. And you get a Pokeball. Alright. Let's just hide right here. They'll never see us. They'll never find us. You're doing great. It is going smoothly. Yeah, it's nice. There's a color thing. I feel like the colors are a little bit faded, but it could be a little bit. There could be like a color balance thing going on that'd be working a little bit better. But this is the team so far. We have Archimedes, our Rowlet. We have Simple, our Bidoof. I had an old tradition of naming Zigzagoons and Bidoofs Simple. A Hero, our Starly, and a Luxabith, our Luxray. You can name a character if you want, and these are just our rando Bidoofs that we don't want. I really like what they've done with the whole berry tree thing. I love that you can throw multiple Pokemon. Like if there's 3 trees with berries, you can throw like up to 4 Pokemon at once. That's a fantastic thing. I'm really, really impressed with this in comparison to what I saw with like Brilliant Diamond. But we have to remember that those games aren't even made by Game Freak. They're actually the first main series games not made by Game Freak. A Bidooflock. So I've been postulating about how you could Nuzlocke this, because yes, it is possible. I mean, if we're looking at these quadrants, these are all new areas. So you could Nuzlocke the hell out of this. And then you've got that, right? Like that's the entire map. There's a lot to this. However, you would have to, the way this game works, because of like the zoological aspects and the whole like research tasks thing, you would have to just be releasing a ton of Pokemon, you know, because the game's gonna make you catch them anyways. Yeah, and apparently, because this is all taking place in the past in Sinnoh, like when we eventually get to playing Platinum. And I think, Rathe, I'd love to start Platinum as like the next playthrough if you wanted to. That's the next game. But whenever you want to. But these, yeah, like I'm pretty sure that Sinnoh matches up specifically to this, because we've got Jubilife Village over here, which I think is Jubilife City. And yeah, it's kind of cool. There's a lot of tie-ins. There is another Eevee. Holy shit. Okay. Do you think throwing an Oranberry Pokemon Snap style is gonna work? Oh my god. Oh my lord. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting Eevees. Let's go. Got one without being scattered. We have to defeat some Bidoof as well. Oh, that was dumb. Just some of the situations in this are really funny. Here's the Bidoof walk right now. This is the individual looking at a butterfly 2 feet away. 2 feet away from me. That's funny. That Ponyta is in trouble. That is a in trouble Ponyta. I think we need to save this Ponyta. This needs to become our Ponyta. Where did you find Ponyta? Oh, in the pond. Yeah, that's it. That's definitely 100% our canonical Ponyta on the team. We saved its life. It's like that anime episode where Charmander gets his tail wet. Okay, we have to get used to the controls. Is the audio okay? By the way, I know I ask that all the time, but it's important. Rolling about in the pond. It's clearly a badass. Yeah, it doesn't give a shit about anything. Oh my lord. Level 9, level 7, level 8. Yeah, there's no way. Bye-bye. Oh, it's coming this way. More to do vlog battles. Yeah, okay, so that's what it is. I guess I just have to. I'm trying to be like relaxed, but also not too loud for roommates and stuff. But I guess I should just commit to being loud. So this is much better, I guarantee you. That's gonna sound much better. Let's just tackle. Behind the tree. I love the way the battles are interactive like this. Is that better? Does that sound more clear? Could just be the mix maybe in the game. Yeah, because I'm turned almost all the way up. Maybe I just do that. Okay, maybe that might be a little bit better. You're sure knocking the background music 15 to 20 would do it? Okay. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Right. In fact, let's take a moment here. Because until we go to the pasture or head back to the camp, we can't really like mess with our team right now or pull anyone out of the PC or the pasture. Let's heal. I think it's crazy that potions heal 60 HP when they normally heal 20. That's totally wild. ASMR 3 Up Moon. Is it like really loud? Am I too loud now? Maybe I'm too loud. There we go. I don't know what to do. It's been such a weird like audio balance journey today, but this is my first Switch stream, so this is great. The setup is working, and it's the first time playing this game, so yeah, it's awesome. Hope you're doing well, Benny. I'm gonna get a shout out to you as well. We will definitely be playing this throughout the week, and Wednesday and Thursday are my weekends, so we'll be doing that. Probably on Wednesday and Thursday we'll be playing this. I don't know what you are. Bidoof. It is a Bidoof lock, you're right. Rathe was absolutely right on that. That's the difference between the ancient recipes and those processed potions, exactly. Yeah, totally. This layout works perfectly. My good buddy Lucas Scott designed it. He did some fantastic work on the branding of my channel and stuff. Still way too loud. Alright. It's gotta be a settings in here then. Let me go to the settings, come on. This one. There we go. Okay, we brought it back by 2. So that should help, I think. It's definitely just the battle music, yeah. Damn. I wonder so it's definitely that and this. How about that? Let me know if this makes a difference, the combination of the two things I just did. I kind of just want to keep exploring. What Pokemon is that? Oh, it's Starly. Oh, it's gonna lag here for just a second, but now it'll go away. I actually haven't played Breath of the Wild, so I know, it looks a lot like Breath of the Wild. The crafting, all that stuff. There's a lot of similarities for sure. His footsteps are lighter than me. Really? So it's the entire thing. So I just need to do this. That's better. Right? To me, I can't hear anything. Like, barely anything, but... Okay, that's so funny. But you can still hear stuff, right? Like, does that still sound clear? Oh my god. Oh my Arceus. Oh, okay. So let me just remember this for the future. I literally have it at almost the 3rd volume because I'm using my Switch capture card, and I'm like, this is all just new setup stuff. That was just like, we were just running hot the entire time, and for like 2 hours too. Like, that sucks. It was just in the battles though. Hopefully. Hopefully this will be watchable later. As all my streams are up on my YouTube channel. Nice. Oh, okay. Whew. Okay, I'm remembering that. That's just going to be our settings moving forward for Switch stuff. And you know what? That's actually kind of better because even like this, you can hear me clearly if I talk at this volume, right? And that's probably totally fine. Which is exactly what I want because I don't want to have to be loud as it gets later. Thanks, Benny. from this point on it'll be watchable. Damn. Well, there's a few people hanging out still, and I hope that it's been watchable for you. Hey, first Switch stream, okay? Something had to go wrong. Ooh, samples out. Thankfully, we're not doing. There's hell no, we're not doing a Nuzlocke. There's no way. We'll send this boy out. Elizabeth, this boy. Now this is cool. There's strong style moves, and then there's agile style moves. I was talking about this earlier. You can see the action order in the top. You can kind of mess with the action order with strong style, which it will be like a stronger version of quick attack, and agile style, which will be a weaker version but a quicker version, if that makes sense. No, I know. I totally know, Benny. Raphe is saying, I know the feeling. I tend to go pretty low with game volume, especially when playing GameCube games. For some reason, GameCube games have such a loud mix. Alright, well, let's quick attack it. Strong style. So it's just a little bit stronger, but potentially the opponent can get sometimes 2 turns in right afterwards. I'm gonna try this then. And just go for it. Okay, this is... I'm so much happier that the mixes is sounding okay. I only have 1 Pokeball left. GameCube is probably never meant to be listened to with headphones, though. Some really great sound design and soundtracks on the GameCube, though. I've been really enjoying Raphe's Pikmin streams, Pikmin 2 streams. That game's got some really cool music and some really cool just sound design in general. Thank you again to Shelly for the raid. Really appreciate that. Thanks for choosing to share your community over here after your stream. Yeah, we don't have ourselves a Pokeball, so we're just gonna do this. We might be able to actually get to the end, to where we need to go. No Pokeballs, so if we do run into something, at the moment we won't be able to do anything. We're gonna get a crafting kit to carry with us very shortly. But we can do research tasks that involve fighting, if we want. The early 2000s onwards started to see louder music in the production industry in general, with mixing changes and the large prevalence of electronic hip-hop and pop tracks. Also, the cheap capture card that I was able to afford when I first bought this. I don't know how good it is. There's no volume attenuation, you know what I mean? There's just plug it in, the signal's coming through, that's it. But I think a lot of capture cards work that way. I'm just glad it's working. That means we can play Mario Maker 2. I can show off some of my Mario Maker 2 levels. I've got about 80 levels in it, so we've got a lot of cool things ahead. It means we can start a Stardew Valley stream as well. You're really doing quite well for yourself. Here, a little reward for keeping up with me, your own crafting kit. Perfect timing. Because otherwise we would have had to gone back. Recipe for potions. Required materials, 1 oranberry and 1 medicinal leek. With a crafting kit, you can craft items anywhere, using any materials you have in your satchel. So long as you've got an apricorn and a tumble stone, you can make a Pokeball anytime. Or with an oranberry and a medicinal leek, you can make a potion, so do heal your Pokemon. Alright, bye. How goes your research? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's do this. I think we go here. Key items, crafting kit, craft. And we have 33. Wow. So 33 apricorns and 33 tumble stones gets us this. 33 Pokeballs. And with oranberries and medicinal leeks, that's actually how we make potions. There we go. Where's it telling us to go next here? I love that you can just do the drive-by Pokeball throw. What was that? Grass moved? I don't know, just throw a Pokeball at it. It doesn't matter. Oh, it was a Starly. Didn't even see it. Pretty sweet game though, I'm not gonna lie. Highly recommend it. I've already had such a blast with it, and I did play a little bit of this off stream and got to the first star rank because I didn't expect this to work. And then it worked, so we started over. There we go. Okay, we can heal. I'm glad this is working. This is nice. And it will be streaming tomorrow evening as well, probably from about 4 or 5 p.m. Pacific. But usually it's 6:30 Pacific. We'll be continuing this tomorrow as well. You know what? We could go back out there. I think we should just talk to them and then see what's up here. So, Leventon. Oh ho, if it isn't a crafting kit, you must have listened attentively to Akari's teachings. Excellent work, dear boy. This seems like a good time to explain to you about survey reports and the rewards they offer. When you submit survey reports, you get money, so this is very much like Pokemon Snap. It's exactly like Professor Oak, and you're just hoping for a wonderful, if you can get it. On that note, let me check the research tasks you've completed thus far. There we go. These are all the photos that we took, basically. "21 Pokemon caught." We achieved the 20 or more Pokemon in one report. 7 different Pokemon species caught. 7 Pokemon caught for the first time, and 4 Pokemon caught using a backstrike, which means attacking, just throwing the Pokeball from behind. Rathe is saying, older music is often quieter in the mix, it seems, even in the same genre. A good example that you noticed was when you added some earlier rap tracks to Wu-Tang Clan's The Mystery of Chess Boxing to a rap playlist alongside some of Big Crit's new stuff, and you can't even have them on the same playlist because you have to greatly adjust the volume between the songs. Yeah, totally. A good old volume war. The loudness wars. A good old Oak Wonderful. Wonderful. I think we got a wonderful on this one. 3,000. I see. Most illuminating. I'll update our Pokedex with this new data. As you carry out tasks and complete the Pokedex entries for different species, you'll also gain Pokemon research points, which you can view on the cover of your Pokedex. Once you've earned a certain number of points, you'll be able to move up through the ranks of the Galaxy Expedition Team. Here we go. So now that we remember how these were all blanked out, now that we've actually brought our research to the professor, he's filled out this information in the Pokedex. Ooh, sorry about that noise on the microphone. He's now filled this stuff out. So now we know that Rowlets love wheat, it looks like, and beans and honey. We've found oranberries and spoiled apricorns from when we've fought these Pokemon. I love that the Pokedex is basically just like a old science booklet. And then we have caught one. We've seen it use Leafage 4 times. We need to see it use these other moves. Need to see it use strong and agile moves. Our Shinx has those, but Rowlet hasn't unlocked them yet. When you get each one to research level 10, then that counts as a completed page. Or at least at base level, when you get research level 10, then next to where it says research level 8, it's going to tell you that's where the Pokedex description would go. That's when you learn enough about it that you can get a description. And the other goal after that is to fill out the card. Try to get at least 15 times. Try to fill these all out, which is a really cool idea. For Bidoof, we've caught 6. We've caught 1 heavy specimen, 1 defeated Bidoof, and we've seen 2 different forms. So that means we've seen the male and female Bidoof. And we've evolved none. We've also not investigated the Bidoof that bothered the village. So there's all sorts of different ones here. But it looks like we got complete for Shinx, and we can see the Pokedex entry. Shakes its body to generate electricity. Its stature belies its aggression. One must be patient to tame this Pokemon. Professor Laventon has an interesting design with that classic winter hat. I agree, totally. And Wurmple looking as soulless as usual. You love it. So here you can see the male and female, all that stuff. Anyways, we can actually go to the Pokedex to see more information about them. But let's head back to the village and report the good news to Captain Silene. It's time you earned yourself a star. So this is as far pretty much as we've gone. I did a little bit more exploration. I went on 2 more sort of excursions after this when we played off stream. Now, quick question. Is the music from the game at a listenable volume? Can you hear the background music right now? Because for me, I barely can in my headphones. Which is okay. Wow, you caught a Pokemon? Folks come here to Hisui because there's no place for him back home. That tells you. Where would you be without the dental plan? Toothless Joe? Well, it wouldn't have Chomper here. Wouldn't have old Chomper here, that's for sure. Okay, so this is our PC. The pastures house the many Pokemon you catch. Collect them from here to change up your party. Do we have Pokemon we want to leave? Absolutely. So, Bidoof, you can stay. Also, Bidoof, you can stay. You can change the name of the pasture if you want. You can do things like multi-select, which is cool. But yeah, these are staples on the team. There we go. These are staples on the team. One thing I really like about this, and I don't know if you knew this, Rathe, do you have this game? Did you end up buying it? Basically, it's got all sorts of really cool stuff, like the name rater is just built in, so you can change the name at any time. You don't have to go to a specific location. It also has the ability to, like, the moves are really interesting. Any Pokemon can learn a bunch of moves, sort of like the move tutor list. And instead of going to the move tutor, every Pokemon can just have a memory bank of moves, and it can be like 15, 20 moves. And then before a battle, I can go in here and choose which 4 I want to use. So TMs are gone, HMs are gone, you just have a bank, and you go, yeah, I want to go with Ice Fang and Fire Fang for this fight on my Shinx, just before you do it. So that completely changes the strategy, completely changes things, and I think that's amazing. I really like it. Oh, I didn't actually change their moves. I actually did want to swap them out. Cool. If anyone wants to name a Pokemon too, you can do this. Oh, you didn't get it because your significant other has a Switch, so you're not quite there enough to consistently play it. I feel that. Did they get it? Do you like the setup with those moves more, though? Yeah, I think so too. I think and I mentioned this earlier in the beginning of the stream. I think one of the things I really like about this game is that they took everything that they built upon in every single main series Pokemon game, and kind of like they've constantly been like adding new features and adding new things. And this is a cool quality of life thing, and this is a cool quality of life thing, and took all of that and condensed it down to like a base level foundation of which to start with on this game. So all the basic level stuff, all the complex stuff, or hard to get stuff, or things you needed items for, things you needed HMs for in the previous games, are just like, no, that's all in our foundation. All those things are now just poured into the foundation. So now let's build something new, fresh on top of it. And I think that's where the success in this game already is for me, in my mind. But we're going to take some Pokemon in with us that we don't have. I want to be able to see. This is 2-7. Wow. Okay, so that's a big category for Weasel. We need at least 2-8 for a specific mission. 2-4, 2-4, 2-5. Okay, cool. Well, let's take the bigger Weasel with us on the team. Who wants to name Weasel? You can go ahead and do that. And I think, ooh, this is tough. Eevee's going to be cool to have on the team for sure. We're definitely going to have that going on. I think I want to release. And release. Because we just don't need the backups. Speaking of, I'm just going to take a look at these Bidoofs. We'll keep one of them. Oh, that's got a lot of stat boosts. That's a clean slate Bidoof. It's got no effort levels or no boosts to any of its stats. Yeah, I'm going to say this is the one we keep as a backup. So, release. Because I don't think there's any mission, as far as I know. Nobody's asked us for Bidoofs, and we can find them everywhere. In fact, they're going to probably start blending into the scenery. As we walk by them, they're going to just start looking like boulders. Which is funny. You think that's a good way to go? Step away from some of the lasting standards and develop those that are more accessible. Yeah, and also, like, don't forget some of the lasting standards either. But just, like, implement that as, like, a base level thing. I really, really enjoyed that. Okay, so of the Wimples, we're going to give one away, so that's the case. So we're going to want to keep one as well. Ponyta as well is going to be great to have on the team. So let's see. I'm just going to open the window because I'm next to a heater and it's getting quite hot. Let's just get some airflow going. Okay. We'll keep the backup Shinx. Of the backup Starlies, that one's way better. I'm just looking at the stats to decide which one we're going to keep. They definitely did that in Monster Hunter World. And as someone who's been playing Monster Hunter for about 18 years, I'm glad they started introducing a lot of quality of life changes. Nice. Well, when did the first Monster Hunter game come out? That's the question. I think the first thing we're going to do is bring Wurmple on the team, because I want to be able to evolve it. And we're going to take this one, and if you want to name Wurmple as well. In fact, I think we're going to name Wurmple right now. I got the name for it. Right here. We actually had a Wurmple named after Rathe and named Rathe in our Pokemon Leaf Green randomizer. And we fished it up in Pallet Town. Saved its life. Just like we saved this Ponyta's life. In fact, this is the Ponyta we have to keep because that's the first one you found in the water. So let's name our Ponyta right now. It was literally in a pond and was completely unfazed. So if anyone has a name for that, feel free to toss it in the ring. Someone super badass. I feel like we should just go full on Beyonce. How about that? Badass, unfazed. We've got our Eevee, which we will also name, but Weasel. So Eevee and Weasel are two that we're going to need names for. If anyone has any name ideas, feel free to toss them in the mix. 2004 is the very first Monster Hunter game that came out. Huh. Oh, they do have accent marks. I didn't throw the accent mark in there. Oh, I have to travel all the way back around to go to the name raider, then I gotta pay him again just to be able to change the name. We'll change it after the next 2 gyms. Like once we finish the next 2 gyms, we'll change. Because I mean, that's just like the amount of backtracking that you have to do. You know? Is it that? Or do we have to backtrack over here? Or is it this? Is it this? There we go. Weasel, I'm gonna name it. No one's tossing names in, so. I know, it's stupid. I'm naming it Weasel. Okay. This is the team. This is our base team right now. Not a bad team. Not a bad team. I just want to evolve a Wurmple, 1 or 2 Wurmples maybe into a Dustox or the other one. Schertzel? Isn't that the name of the... Yep, Schertzel is the name of the Pokemon Sweet version. Actually, we could name it that. I kind of like that better. I know Weasel's cool, but that's a nice little reference. I actually like the fact that I think it's orange vanilla type. I really like the character designs in Pokemon Sweet. They did a great job. There we go. That's what I want. Alright. So there's our team, and we just have to go back to... Oh, looks like we got a request. I know Shinx's ears had odd markings on the insides, but what were they? No use. I can't remember. This will keep me up all night. Hey, aren't you with the Survey Corps? If you catch a Shinx, could you show it to me? Oh yeah, except for Cream Puff. I totally forgot about Cream Puff. In my mind, that's just like... I just always picture Jigglypuff wearing a Walmart grocery bag on its head. In my mind, that's just a Jigglypuff. Somehow snuck into the game. Maybe it fell through a portal in the sky above a mountain, just like this. Oh, we gotta show a Shinx off. Alright. Where are we gonna get one of those? Elizabeth, stretch your stuff. You wanna see a Shinx? Not even looking. Not even looking. I really want to see a Shinx. I show it to him and he just completely looks in the opposite direction. Here, you can look at the backup one. You don't even get to look at Elizabeth. If it's a Jigglypuff from the TV series, you'd believe it. That'd be a funny spin-off. And that's it. Its ears have that yellow cross pattern on them, kind of like a star. Can't tell you what a relief this is. Felt like I had a bone stuck on my throat, only the throat's my brain and the bone's a thought. What? Thanks for helping me get that bone out. Nope. You're that newcomer who fell from the sky. Are you heading outside the village? Of course you are. The Survey Corps must have to get out and... the Survey Corps must have to get out and about to compile that Pokedex book that they're working on, right? Well, on your way, kindly do me a favor. Find out all about Starly. Pokemon certainly are terrifying creatures, so we've heard that 3 times now. When I see Starly, I feel simply whole. Not that I have the least desire to actually touch one, mind you. Please let me see Starly's entry in that Pokedex the moment you've completed it. Cool. And where are we for Starly right now? Research level 7. So we should probably catch a different gender of Starly and try to evolve one. And that'll probably do it. Oh yes, we can do this too. Have you got a Wurmple you can give me? Hell yeah. I'll give you this one. Nice. You said you wanted to learn about evolution, so you can start with a blank slate base level. Wurmple. Yes. You really brought me one? You must be as good as the rumors say. I'd like to name this Wurmple right away. Now, I've been told a Wurmple will evolve into a Pokemon known as Beautifly, so I should give it a name with that in mind. So I think what's interesting is that because this takes place a long time ago when Pokeballs were like first invented and stuff, it does touch upon stuff like, oh, like they don't know much about Pokemon yet. Like we're really the first people compiling information about Pokemon. This is a tough decision. His name's Beauregard, so which one of these do you like best? Beauticia? Like Beautifly? Beautifred? Bodifred? Or Bogene? Bugene, for sure Bugene. Absolutely. I like Bugene too. I guess that's decided then. Bugene Levy. I'll raise Bugene to be a splendiferous Beautifly. Wait and see. Oh, and we get 3 Dazzling Honey. So Dazzling Honey is supposed to, if we throw it at or in front of a bug Pokemon, it will lure a bug Pokemon specifically. But yeah, see how this totally, like the outfit for the Survey Corps totally gives you like Greninja vibes. The design of this is, you know, very much like Greninja. Yeah, Wurmple's just trying its best. What's up, dude? If you have progress to report, I'll judge its worthiness. Show me your Pokedex. Scene 11, caught 8. You have made progress. Seems you've earned yourself a star. With this, you've officially attained the rank of first star in the Galaxy Expedition team. So there's 10 stars here. You can now use heavy balls. So I don't know if this is going to work, actually. I'll have to see if the code still works. But I basically, when I bought the game, I got a code from Nintendo that I could throw in to like the mystery gift feature, which still exists and I really like. And there's some clothing we can get in the mystery gift. But we basically... there's a lot of similarity, by the way, Ratha, to the... like this captain here has a lot of visual similarity to the main villain of Team Galaxy, and this is the Galaxy Team Expedition. So there's a lot of similarity to the main villain of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, just in the intensity and stuff. So I think that they're kind of alluding to some sort of relation, like some sort of family connection sort of thing, which is cool. So now Pokemon up to level 20 will obey us. So this is the interesting thing. This is kind of like what's replaced badges a little bit. The rewards you earn for your survey reports will be more generous now. Have these as well. They are the further recipes you'll need for crafting. You obtained a recipe for crafting heavy balls. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Sorry, I got a code and I used it. I already started this game and got to this point, and I used the code to get the 30 heavy balls. But I don't think I'll be able to get the 30 heavy balls again. I don't think the code will work. I'll try it again at some point, but once it's redeemed once and I erase the save data, it's probably not going to work again. You obtained a recipe for crafting revives, a vivid choke, and 2 medicinal leeks. Cool. That a stranger like you could fall from the should fall from the sky, and yet flourish among us like this is a testament to your native talent and hard work. Most people prefer it when things are simple enough to be judged on face value alone. And proving your worth by moving up through our ranks is something anyone can understand. Keep at it. And even if you did fall from the sky, people may be more willing to accept you. Working your way through the ranks will also be a help if you wish to make a life for yourself here. A higher rank will grant you access to more types of Pokeballs and greater rewards. For today at least, you've earned yourself a meal at the Wallflower and a good night's rest. So 3-Up Moon, my boy. I believe a jolly good congratulations is in order. Well done on earning your first star rank. Potato mochi tastes so much better when you have something to be happy about. Still, we'll be very busy from now on, between our Survey Corps duties and requests from folks here. Which reminds me, have you already taken on the request from Beauregard? Well, the people of Jubilife aren't too familiar with Pokemon, you see, so if problems arise, a Survey Corps gets called to help. Indeed so. Right, like I feel like the colors on stream are just a little darker than they need to be. I do have to adjust that. Because my TV does not look, it's like way brighter than what we're seeing here. Some people will ask you for help when you talk with them, while other requests will need to be cleaned from the blackboard that I keep in my lab. Speaking of which, weren't you approached with a request recently, Akari? What's it all about? About that, I was thinking maybe 3-Up Moon could handle it for me. I was told it would require a bit of skill with battling Pokemon, so... Ah yes, the request came from Mai of the Diamond Clan, if I recall correctly. The people of the Diamond Clan have lived here in Hisui since before the Galaxy team arrived. If we could establish good relations, I'm sure there's much we might learn from them, including more about the local Pokemon. But we can discuss all that tomorrow. For today, we should eat up and get some rest. The next day. Listen, do you have a bit of time after this? There's something I could use your help with. Alright. Thank you. I'll be waiting for you at the training grounds then. If you've caught a lot of Pokemon, you may want to visit the pastures to change up your team. Yeah. Every single time we do something, she's like, you might want to do this. We caught a Weasel. This is a Weasel. This is how you catch it. It's just like, wait so long. but I suppose that's how most. That's how most Pokemon games go. There's always a sort of mentor character. I love the Togepi flag. It's super cute. Here at the trading post, perfect, you can exchange merit points for items and trade Pokemon with others. Unfortunately, Wonder Trade doesn't exist because that would be a cool way to create like a Nuzlocke style challenge in this. Wonder Trade was something I loved playing in Pokemon X and Y, and doing Wonderlocks was really fun because you would find the first Pokemon in each area, capture that first Pokemon, and then you'd be able to trade it away right away. So it could be a Caterpie, but you might get like a Reshiram or something. You can only trade Pokemon if you know somebody's friend code, and you have to input it specifically, which kind of sucks. And then the items, we don't have any merit points at the moment, so the items we cannot get. Lucille sells various protective charms that come in handy when you're out exploring the wilds. I'm here to give thanks to the guardian of this shrine, who watches over all in Jubilife Village. And you, child, if you're here with a prayer for the shrine, perhaps my charms can help. What's your wish? Lose fewer items, faint less frequently, stay in good health. How about that? Yep. This charm is imbued with the mysterious powers of the Shrine Guardian. May it serve you well. The Warding Charm are mysterious charm that holds the power to protect a person from being afflicted with status conditions. This type of charm comes in 5 different colors. Come again, should you ever wish for another charm. May the Shrine Guardian watch you. Cool. Rathe is saying, I love how this is a time where Pokemon are in obscurity. As much as you like the hilarious concept of a team of Machokes in a moving company, there had to be a time where Pokemon weren't integrated with humanity. Totally. And so this is at the beginning of them understanding how they can shrink and using Pokeballs to shrink them. And they kind of talk about that, like, wow, they have this magical power to shrink, or a magical ability to shrink that we don't understand. And if you play Pokemon Conquest, it goes even further back. And at that point, there's no Pokeballs. They're not catching Pokemon, but there were warriors that learned to fight alongside Pokemon, with the whole tactical battle aspect of it. And if you want to, consider them both as canon. And I do. Thanks for coming. I know you're busy. Listen, I've had an epiphany. Everything alright? You see, I got a partner of my own. We may not get along perfectly, but we got to work together to help complete the Pokedex. Your partner? Yes, here's my partner, Pikachu. So a lot of people are upset that you don't hear Pikachu saying Pikachu here, and that you actually just have the original sound effect, but all the Pokemon cries are the original, like, old school sound effect, and I think that's the perfect nuanced, subtle reference to the old school games. I think it's done quite well. When we were attacked by those Shinx, I got too scared to think straight, and I couldn't handle battling as a team. Ever since then, my partners refuse to listen to anything I tell them. And if I'm being honest, I'm not even sure how to guide him in battle. Speak out. But when I saw how you and your Pokemon work together, I realized we needed to do more too. So please, have a battle with me. I want to learn how to fight effectively. Yes, the shadows don't look great. I know. Survey Corps Akari challenge you to a battle. So it's the first time we're fighting Akari. We're a full team of 6. I love that the music is just like a intense version of with the piano, and they actually did that in Pokemon X and Y, is when they started to have like those crazy piano trills and stuff, which is a nice also tie-in to some of Junichi Masuda's compositions in the original games. I'm not sure if Junichi Masuda had anything to do with the music in this game. I believe he's just the president of the Nintendo company now. But I've always been super into that idea, the fact that like a composer could work their way up from the very beginning of a series and help shape it and eventually become the director. You like the old school sound effects, and the battles are interesting. Yeah, the battles are interesting. I like them. You can just simply move around. You can walk in front of a Pokemon attacking you, or vice versa. So, like, I could have gotten in the way of like Pikachu's quick attack, and it would do damage to me. Like, we don't have health, but you would get hurt. But you can move around, and the battles in the field, when you're not just doing one-on-one fights like this, are quite interesting. They're the same. They also are a little bit like Final Fantasy X. If I press Y in the next battle, and here's our type chart, wow. Which we can pull up these cards anytime, so we've always got an in-game type chart. Split into two. But yeah, if I press Y in battle, it'll actually show in the top right corner like the actual turn order. And I know that you've played Final Fantasy X Remaster, we've talked about this before, but they usually have the turn order showing. Like, Titus, Waka, this enemy, Yuna, this enemy. You can use strong type moves or agile type moves, like I was mentioning before, the stronger version of Quick Attack, or the quicker version of Quick Attack, the weaker version. But by doing that, you're actually potentially manipulating the turn order. So if you use a stronger version of any move, a strong type move, it's going to be really hard to like avoid the opponent getting another turn in. They're going to be able to like hit you and then hit you again. It's not like Hyper Beam where you have to like wait a turn to reheal, but it's kind of like that. And then if you use it Agile, you have a slight chance to be able to sneak in another hit. So it might be, instead of it being like doing 50 damage, you might have it do 30 damage, but you can hit it twice. There's a slight chance that'll happen. So the total the battle strategy is completely different. The banks of moves that you can borrow from is also completely different, and I really enjoy that. Also, Idarama, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I see you've got some fight in you. I figured I'd stop by and give what advice I could. Captain Zissou. Steve Zissou. Captain Zissou is a master of an ancient martial art, one that specializes in Pokemon battles. Now listen, if your Pokemon's truly mastered its moves, it can actually use them in different styles. Oh my god, I literally just described what's being described to us. I'm such a doof. That's funny. Oh, I love that. That's so funny. Alright, one more thing. If you want to teach your Pokemon some powerful moves, just let me know. Interesting. Zissou's teachings should serve you well when you're up against tough Pokemon. Now I suppose it's time I went to meet Mai. You remember, I mentioned at the Wallflower that I could use your help with Mai's request. I'm to meet her down past the foot of Aspiration Hill. You should come as well, once you've readied your Pokemon team and perhaps had them learn some new moves from Zissou, if you'd like. One second. Cool. So let's actually learn some moves. Here at the training grounds, your Pokemon can master their moves or learn new moves. Hello there. Survey Corps recruit? Did you need something from me? Yes. So this is like a move tutor, but we're just going to learn a bunch of moves for our team here. Let's start with Schertzel, our newest member. We don't have any of these moves, so I think. Actually, let's just take a look. We should probably check the summary and see. We just have Quick Attack. So we actually can learn a ton of moves. We have to pay for them, though. Rock Smash is not like an HM move or anything. But I think we're going to do this. Let's learn Rock Smash. There you go. Scherzel's pool of moves has expanded. So we do have to earn money for it, and the main way to earn money is to complete research reports. Let's take a look at rats. I think we just oh, Poison Sting and Tackle. I was thinking just Poison Sting. Can't learn any moves. Simple. Just tackle and roll out. Yeah. Rock Smash as well. Stealth Rock. I'm gonna say Swift for sure. Let's do it. Let's do Swift and Stealth Rock. I think that's actually really cool. I wonder how that'll behave in the sort of live active battles. Of course you can't learn anything. Not yet. I think once we turn into a Dustox or a Beautifly, that'll happen pretty quickly. Oh, we have Quick Attack, Thunder Shock, and Bite. Eluxabith can learn a lot. We have Fire Fang, Thunder Fang, Ice Fang. I kind of want to learn both of these. Baby Doll Eyes does no damage. It stares at the target with Baby Doll Eyes. This lowers the target's offensive stats. Okay. Let's just learn these two. And then we can go and change their moves after. But yeah, really cool way to handle moves, in my opinion. Gust, Quick Attack, and Aerial Ace. Ooh. Yes, please. Ghost move, Ominous Wind. Yes. Please. That's gonna change things up. Sure. I can help a hero with that. It's just gonna cost $1,000. I can definitely help a hero with that. Ooh, we need Aerial Ace actually because, well, if we teach it Aerial Ace, then we'll actually be able to complete some more research projects. I could help a hero with that. I love that. Yeah, so I think that's perfect. We can just get this. I feel like this and clothes are the things we'll probably spend the most money on. Just because we can craft. We're going to be able to craft things pretty quickly soon. Okay, that's a nice... Actually, you know what? We can't afford them, but we could totally just curiously check to see what we can learn. Okay, so we can eventually learn Swift and Rest for Beyonce. Okay, good to know, good to know. I want to master moves. I can't help your Pokemon master moves if you don't have a Seed of Mastery. Cool. Want to exchange items? What are you in the market for? Oh yeah, Grit Gravel. We need 10 Grit Dust. And then we need 10 Grit Gravel to get a Grit Pebble. And then we need 10 Grit Pebble to get a Grit Rock. I've got a question. What do you want to know? Nothing. What do you want to know? Nothing. So you're the new recruit from the Survey Corps. Don't slack off on making that Pokedex of yours. Oh, fuck off, dude. You barely even know what a Pokedex is. Get out of here, man. So yeah, I think we're just supposed to go back and explore that area, that unexplored area, next. But I'm going to actually call the stream, and we'll start from here in the next part. So we're going to save really quick. I want to say thanks to everyone that's been hanging out. I'm super glad that we got this working. I'm super glad we got the sound balance thing working as well. I will be live with this again tomorrow, probably closer to like about 4:30 or 5 p.m. Pacific. And we'll pick up where we left off here, and we'll go on our essentially our second expedition out into the Obsidian Highlands. I'm really digging this game. We've got basically almost got to the point that we were before I started this, because I did dive into this game off stream, but I'm so stoked for the ability to be able to stream Switch games. I'm going to be trying out a whole bunch of indie games that I've been really wanting to play, been waiting to play. I'm really stoked to play this. I'm really stoked to continue co-ops with Rathe as well, and hopefully after we play this, get a little more context into how Sinnoh is connected to Hisui, with the connection between Platinum and Diamond and Pearl in this game. I'm also planning on showcasing a bunch of my Super Mario Maker levels. Itorama, if you wanted to set it up so that we could do like a Discord thing while we were streaming, you could play them, I could play them. I'm definitely down. Hit me up on Discord and we can arrange something soon, like a co-op. So I'm excited for two co-ops, with Itorama and co-ops with Rathe. And if you're not following either of them, please go give them a follow. Thank you again to Shelly for the raid. I really appreciate that. Thank you for joining me. If you're watching on YouTube, consider clicking that subscribe button. Follow me if you're not following me, and I will see you in the next part of Pokemon Arceus Legends tomorrow at 6:30, or in the next video if you're in the playlist. Take care. We're going to raid someone, so stick around. We're going to raid Nintendesi, who plays a lot of retro stuff, a lot of really cool Zelda 2 randomizers, Wind Waker randomizers, Zelda 2 ROM hacks, a ton of Zelda 2 ROM hacks, and Mario ROM hacks. Really awesome, supportive streamer. Let's go give them a follow, and I will see you in the next part. Thanks again, everyone, and take care.